They used to advertise Rolls Royces years ago by saying the only thing you can hear at 60 miles an hour is the clock ticking. Well, the car that would apply to now is a car that we went out to buy, and it was called a Lexus RX. And I always think of this music when I think of the car and driving it. By the time I get to Phoenix and think of it, because I always think, having been to Arizona a few times, that this car, which is very luxurious and powerful, belongs, its natural home, its spiritual home, is probably a gated retirement community for the rich retired in America, in Arizona. And you see them there, and you see a car like this emerging or going into this gated retirement community in Arizona, the sort of car you would see there. The car itself is extraordinary because it's completely faultless, and which magazine said it was the best car in the world, equivalent to the Rolls Royce, I suppose. And it has the most reliable car in the world, the best built, best designed, and it is. You can't fault it in any way. It's in terms of the fit and finish of the car, its quietness, enough power, and the fact also that it's an electric hybrid, which we needed in central London because of the taxes on the ULEZ charge and the TFL and God knows what. And so it was perfect for that purpose, and also driving long distances, you didn't notice it. But what about this? The sort of car, when you get out of it, you take a turn and you look at it again because it's so beautiful. You think, oh, that's a beautiful looking car. No. Any more than you would turn when you closed your latest refrigerator or your dishwasher. You press the button, I thought, turn on. That is a beautiful dishwasher. It's an appliance. It does whatever you want it to do perfectly. And in some ways that's its thing that let it down. The only other thing that let it down was that Polly found it too bulky, particularly to drive around London. So instead of this car, which is the Lexus, there it is. Here it is, it's advertised, you can see here in Quebec, of all places. The Lexus in Quebec. We got this one, which is a sort of narrower and sort of a cheaper sort of version than the company car, which is the Outlander Mitsubishi. This is advertised in Sri Lanka, by the way. It shows that these cars are international. They can be in, anywhere really. Arizona, Sri Lanka, doesn't really matter. They're all the same. And they deliver a similar sort of faultless service, really. But what did happen to the Lexus? Well, what I do, I sell my cars on sometimes to my brother. He buys them, and he loves this Lexus car. And I asked Polly when we first got it, we were driving along, and I said, what do you think of this car? She didn't reply. She'd fallen asleep. he's a retired professor at Oxford University, and he said this is the best car I've ever had. And you know, he's not interested in cars very much, but he uses his brain to sort of sum something up and thinking, if you needed a car and you got the money, that's what you would buy. And he said, why didn't you get one of these before, Vaughan? But then, you know, he's a bit brighter than me. Ollie, we've arrived home. Huh? Have I been asleep? Yeah. You're not the only one.